to speak with us today.
Yes.
We have quite a few people on the call, so as a reminder to everyone, please use the raised hand icon if you have a question, and we will start with Joe Chats from OnTap Sportsnet.
Thanks, E. Thanks, Frank. How are you doing today?
Good, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Frank, I'm curious. I remember last year when we talked ahead of the Red Bull game, we always talk Red Bull teams are always, they have that Red Bull identity on the pitch. I'm curious, in this early build up to the week or to the game this weekend, what you're seeing from Sandro Schwartz's squad that's been flying so far throughout the MLS season.
Yeah, I mean, I think their DNA still remains. I know they have a different coach. I think he looks to play a bit more, but I think pressing is for sure an essential part of their game plan. It's a team that's looks to be really direct, and I think for them it's about winning the ball, second balls, duels, looking to play forward as quickly as they can. So I expect a lot of the same thing, a lot of energy into the match. So, I mean, it's no different. We played them in preseason. So, I mean, most of the guys we've been here for a long time with the team, they know what to expect. So it's not going to change. Obviously, they've added Forsberg, who brings some more quality on the ball and stuff, but their DNA, their identity, for me, their game idea remains the same.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you. Next, we have Alexander Calabrese, and in red 97.
Hey, Coach. How are you today?
Hey, good, Alex. You?
I am good. Calling in from the great state of New York. Of course, not where the Red Bulls
Oh,
play.
you're there already, man. You're early.
Yeah, I am early. My question for you is, because going back to last season, some of these big wins, it's been tricky to follow them up with a consistent run of form. How can you ensure that things are different this time and you can use that winning against Houston to fuel a good run here?
I think we've proven in the past that we can put wins together, that the team's performed well, even in moments this year. I mean, it's early in the season that we didn't get the results. I felt there was a lot of the team had good games. I mean, it's early on. We've had a tough stretch with the games early on in the season. I think some really good opponents that are going to prepare us. It's no different with the Red Bulls. You go on the road, it's always difficult in this league. We've proven in the past that we are capable of winning there, and we just have to prepare. I think the last game obviously gives us confidence for sure. It was a good performance from the team. And we need to almost the same performance, if not better, from as a whole, from a collective standpoint, and then individually at moments, guys to make bring that extra piece of quality that they have against a team that's playing well right now, like you said. But it's early in the season, and we know what we're going to expect from them, and we need to go in there with confidence. We have a good team. We have quality players, and we need to focus also a big part in us. I think that's the important thing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hernan Espinosa, I see you're on. Do you have a question?
Yes. Hello, Frank, La Fiera Deportiva. Good talk to you. In the last game, we saw quite a few changes, and obviously it resolved very well for you to hold on to the lead 2-1. I imagine we're going to see some changes this Saturday ahead for the games against Red Bulls with some of the players too.
I think that the changes we made, I think the players had a good response to. They had a good performance, and I think that's important. We evaluate the players every day, Hernan, in training, and I think that's the thing that people don't see. We have a chance to see how they're training, how they're feeling, how they're recovering, and then we make decisions what's best for the team in the upcoming match. But obviously the changes we made last week, I felt the guys came in. The changes we made with the players, I think they had really good performances, and as a whole, it was really good team performance against a good team, Houston, and huge for us to get the result. A game that we needed to get a result. We needed to get max points. And, I think this is also a huge game now to follow up with another good performance, because after this game, we have, the next three will be at home. So it's an opportunity for us to continue to gain momentum, get confidence. We know we need to improve as a team in certain areas, but we need to prepare well and go to New York with a lot of confidence because we have a good team.
Thank you. We'll go back to Joe Chats.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Frank. Just curious if there is a Andrew Gutman update, if he might be available this weekend.
And Joe doesn't look like he'll be available for this game. He's still doing a lot of individual work with the trainers, doing a lot of running, and he's touching the ball, which is a positive. But I don't think, for me, up to this point, not being integrated with the team at all, I see it very difficult for him to be available.
Thank you, Frank. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Alex Calabrese, you're up.
Yes, coach. So I guess the news in MLS today was that there are going to be some changes to the roster rules with the DPs, under 22s, buyouts, GAM, all that. Do you have any thoughts on those changes that are going to be coming up with loosening the restrictions, and how does that impact your strategy for the summer, if at all?
I know that there was a board of directors meeting. I think that was finishing today. I think there was I think, for me, I don't know all the final details. I just got back from practice, but, we have a sporting director and a technical director. They're on top of any changes that, can impact our team and or changes that can impact. And then we have to strategize to see what's the best way to move forward with that. But I just got back in. I don't, I'm sure I'll get updated with the changes, but our sporting director and technical director, those are questions I think for them, and in the end we'll make decisions as far as players going forward.
All right, thank you. See you this weekend.
Okay, great, thanks.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And everyone else on the call, we will be back. very much.
Okay.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to be on this conference call. We'll go right ahead and get started with Alex Calabrese from Men in Red 97.
Grüße, Allan. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
I am good. Nice to meet you. My question is because you've come into Chicago and you've adjusted really, really quickly. What has that process been like for you coming over from Lugano? Has it been easy? Has it been difficult? And what have been your first impressions of Chicago?
It was pretty easy. As you guys know, I know some players of the team, so I talked to them before to come to Chicago. The only thing that it takes a long time, it was the visa. I had to wait like I think almost a month, but the rest was pretty easy. So I'm glad to be here, and the whole team welcomed me very good. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Joe Chats from On Tap Sportsnet.
Thanks, E. Thanks, Alan. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing great, thank you, Alan. Last game you were at left back. Know you've done some of that in your career, but I'm curious how you felt you did and how you feel knowing that this coaching staff is willing to put you at both spots already.
Yeah, as you said, it wasn't the first time I played left, and in the back line I can play also central defender. So for me, it's not a problem. Just try to give 100% in every position that I play, and so I felt also comfortable on the left side. Like maybe some movements are different, but the rest was I think pretty okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Hernan Espinosa from La Fiera Deportiva.
Alan, nice to meet you. La Fiera Deportiva here.
Nice to meet you too.
My question is, before you came to the MLS, you ever heard about the MLS? You know, a few players were, big stars were playing that in MLS. And the second question would be, how do you feel with the team? What it seemed different when you play in Lugano that you play right here in the field? Thank you.
Yeah, before coming here, I heard a lot about MLS, especially in the last few years, because two players from Lugano came here, and one came back, was Mandumbia. So I talk a lot also with him. He explained me a little bit the league and everything. But my first impression was very, very good. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more physical, but I think this is also my strength, so I could adapt as quick as possible, and I'm very happy about that. And what was the second question?
About the game, how is it play over here that it plays over there? Is any the difference that you see?
About the last game?
No, the game in general. How you play
okay.
over there, how you play over here.
Yeah, as I said, it's much more physical over here, and as I said, is one of my strengths. So I could adapt very quick, and yeah, I'm very happy that I could do that. And now we have to give 100% for the next game, and show everybody on every team what we are capable of. And I trust the team, I trust the staff, and I think we can do very good.
Thank you. Next, we'll go back to Alex Calabrese.
Yeah, hi, Allan. You've been involved in the past with the Swiss youth teams when you were younger. I'm sure you have aspirations of getting into the senior team at some point in your career. What's it been like to play with Xherdan Shaqiri, national team legend, here with the Fire?
Oh, it's an honor. He achieved a lot. If he play in many very important team in Europe, especially, and he helped me a lot when I first came here, and it's really nice to play with him, also with Maren. We have this like Swiss connection, so yeah, they helped me a lot at the beginning, and I'm very happy to have them in the team.
And how do you think that coming to MLS, which is a league that is getting more and more attention globally, do you think that's something that could help you get into that national team picture in the future?
Yeah, especially when Messi came in the MLS, the attention is it became more and more. So the league is improving, and I can prove myself too. And we will see what happened in the future, but I try to give 100%, and then we will see.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lastly, we will go back to Joe Chats.
Thanks, Allan. A non-soccer football question for you. I know last time we talked, it was right after you came pretty much over from Europe, and I'm curious, now that you've had some time, you moved into the apartment, like what have you done in Chicago that you've actually been able to enjoy off the pitch? I know Toby Sahlquist was a little thrown off by how St. Patrick's Day was handled in this city. I'm curious how you've experienced this city now a couple months in.
Yeah, it was pretty tough at the beginning. I had to organize everything, and without such a security number, I couldn't do anything. But now that is everything set up, I can enjoy the city. My parents are now here, so
nice.
we try to look for some places in the city. We walked around, and I like it a lot. And I was also shocked about the St. Patrick, because I never see that many people at once. But yeah, it's nice it's pretty different than Switzerland. And yeah, I think also the people are more open. They try to have a chat and with everybody. So I like the city, I like the vibe, and I'm feeling good.
I gotta ask then, what's it like having your parents here in Chicago for a little bit? It's a long way from home. I can imagine it's a bit exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. They've been many times in Chicago. The last time was like, I think almost 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So they knew a bit the city, but of course the city changed a bit. So we could see like new places that they couldn't see at the time, and it's really nice to have them here. And yeah, I like very much the city, especially now that it's getting warmer, because I came was windy, was rainy, so it was not the best. Even because of that, maybe I didn't enjoy the city so much at the beginning, but now I could enjoy a little bit more, and I'm happy that my parents are here and I can share these moments with them.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Allan. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone else, for joining us.
Thanks, E.